Ferdinand's muscles ached. His back felt broken. The pile of logs had grown and grown. He was exhausted as Prospero addressed him.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends, for I have given you here a third of mine own life, or that for which I live.
A smile spread across Ferdinand's face as he locked eyes with Miranda.
Prospero was only punishing Ferdinand to test his love, so that he'd know this love would last.
After 12 long years of heartache, the seed of happiness began to bloom and grow again within Prospero. Why not, then, celebrate?
What? Ariel? What would my potent master?
Go, bring the rabble here to this place, for I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art.
Ariel was gone and returned in the time it takes to twice breathe in and out. He returned bringing music, so soft and sweet,
with light so rich and strange, and guests most marvellous to behold.
Then, from the air, 3 goddesses, Iris, Ceres, and queen of them all, Juno, stepped out and blessed the marriage of this happy pair.
Honour, riches, marriage blessings, long continuance and increasing, hourly joys be still upon you.
Spring come to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest.
Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres' blessing so is on you.
Suddenly, all around Ferdinand and Miranda, nymphs and spirits danced and twirled, growing ever wilder and more joyous, all in celebration of their love. But then
the fun stopped, and all eyes turned to Prospero.
His face had darkened. In the midst of this happiness, the thought had come to poison it.
Caliban, still plotting to murder him. And the time for that plan had almost come.
But, not wishing to spoil the festivities, Prospero forced a smile and turned once more to Ferdinand.
Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. If you be so pleased, retire into my cell, and repose a while. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
And off they went, together at last, leaving Prospero alone. Swiftly, he summoned Ariel to his side. Prospero knew how to deal with Caliban, and those 2 idiots he had enlisted as murderers.
It shouldn't be too hard to distract them, Prospero thought. Something colourful, something pretty. Yes, that should do it.
Meanwhile, sweating, stumbling, blundering and bumbling through the island's forests, Trinculo, Stefano and Caliban drew ever closer to Prospero's cave.
Prithee, my king, be quiet. This is the mouth of his cell. No noise. Do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever.
I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Stefano and Trinculo tottered closer to the edge of Prospero's cell. Caliban stayed just behind them. The monster jumped from foot to foot at the thought of finally, at last, being rid of his master.
But stop! What are these golden things that catch the rays of the sun? And the eye of Trinculo.
In front of Prospero's cave, Ariel had placed beautiful gilded robes, cloaks for a cardinal, breeches for a bishop, clothing for a king.
Trinculo imagined himself dressed up in these garments, no longer a lowly, despised jester, but a man of substance, important, respected. He couldn't resist them.
Oh, King Stefano! Look what a wardrobe is here!
Yet Caliban instantly knew that here was a trap set by Prospero.
Let it alone, thou fool! It is but trash!
But already Trinculo had his hands on something that Stefano wanted.
Put off that gown, Trinculo. By this hand, I'll have that gown.
Let it alone! Do the murder first!
But it was too late. Stefano and Trinculo grabbed armfuls of clothes, giddy with the thought of themselves all dressed up like royalty.
Be you quiet, monster, and carry this.
And this. They struggled into their finery, wrestled their cloaks around them, when
Stefano and Trinculo looked around, fearful. What could these dogs be hunting? The answer came soon enough. You!
Stefano and Trinculo. Dogs, the size of wolves, their jaws snapping and dripping, charged towards the jester and the butler, ready to tear them to pieces.
Stefano and Trinculo ran as fast as they could, their howls and screams fading into the distance.
From the shadows, Prospero emerged with a look of satisfaction. He turned to Ariel.
Let them be hunted soundly. At this hour lie at my mercy all mine enemies. Shortly shall all my labours end, and thou shalt have the air at freedom. For a little follow, and do me service.
So all are at Prospero's mercy now. What will he do with his enemies? Find out in the final episode of The Tempest.